Um, I did a video where just a few minutes ago, and I unloaded the whole pack, and the car was so full it didn't record anything, so I had to go back and empty it. So what I was saying was, I'm just gonna touch on a few items because there's no point in doing the whole thing over again. The I'm reviewing some things, the usefulness of them. This support pad for the binoculars, it works better on a tripod because the tripod you can lean it. So if you have the binoculars here and you want to look up the hill, you can lean it forward or backwards. With this one, if I had it on, I would have to lean the whole stick. This swivels, but it doesn't tilt. So what I did is I didn't use this too much, and I would put the binoculars on top here, and then I can just go ahead and tilt. So that worked out okay. Worked out pretty good. And then this, I grabbed it as a cane, and this helped me a lot because there's difficult areas and steep and stuff. So I just adjust this to the right height so I can lean in it and actually walk a lot safer with the shooting sticks. So I use them more like a like a cane, but it worked pretty well. I like it. Um, I was considering on leaving this behind. This is my fire kit, and I got a pair of gloves in here. I don't know why. So here I have the fire uh, waterproof matches with the striker tape, a little compass, and a whistle. I got a striker rod and some fuzzy material from the dryer for a fire starter, and some little fire packets. So I thought of leaving this behind, but then I thought, it's the weather was changing, it was getting colder, and you can get hit. They don't allow fire pits now because of the fire situation. But let's say that it rains, it's cold, or it snows, you're gonna need this fire kit with you. So I always keep it with me because it's a good backup in case you get caught in a storm and you're not at the tent yet. This is good to have. So I kept it in the bag. The the coffee cup, I took this one. Um, I think I'm taking the next. If I do another backpack, which I doubt it, I'm gonna change this cup to a bigger one for more coffee. Um, I changed the cooking system from the Jetboil to just this little cup, and that's all I needed. I put the burner up here. Burner's it's in another pocket somewhere, and set it on there. Cook, heat the water or cook soup in there. So that worked out pretty well. My, I'm curious to see what this weighs. Cause this is like a feather. Hang on a second. Okay, this little knife sharpener weighs 0.7 ounces. Can you believe it? So let's say you're cutting a deer and you need to kind of touch up on the blade. Just run it through here. With this knife is so thick that it doesn't really fit in there. It's not meant. It's not meant for this type of knife. It does about 2/3 of it. Um, I did take this knife. I like it. And also I took the other one that you saw before. This one is, I used it. I gotta clean this. Okay. Just run it like that, and it just touches up the blade. Wow, that's dangerous. So it's always good to have a little sharpener with you, just to keep it, So 7.7 ounces, incredible. I've had this for years. Also, the um, the little light came in handy walking back to camp. I also tried this little striker. There you go. So with this, I was able to turn on the stove in the camper when I was going to use it. And then I had the plastic bags for the back straps or the loins. Also, this little nylon bag, which weighs nothing. Look at that. And this old-fashioned game bag. This is not really a game bag to carry game. This is a field dressing kit. So the plan was to um, hook the. I took it off already. It's in the truck. But the plan was to hook the rear quarters, which are the heaviest ones, to the carabiner, pull it up on a rope, and put this on. If I had to do a second trip, this will protect it from the flies. Well, the meat is there hanging, giving me a chance to come back, and also away from the floor so the bears don't get it. The air mattress came out. This was really good. I like this. You need to pump it about 100 times or 110 times is what I did, and didn't feel any cold. And it was very cold down in the valley, but I was up higher, so it didn't feel any cold from the ground. It was cushiony. And on the third day, I had to kind of repump a little bit, just a little bit, maybe 10, 20 times. But the Filet, I already made a video, check it out. The Filet air mattress, I think I paid $60. I don't remember, 65, something like that. Very nice. Compared to the old-fashioned mat that I had that I threw away, or compared to this mat, that this is not mine. This is like an exercise mat. It's made out of foam. This is a lot better because it's got so many pockets. It's like a real mattress. Pretty good cushion. So let me put this stuff here, and then I did have the tent and the sleeping bag loose like that inside the bag. Here's my little face towel. So let me talk about the pack itself. The pack, I still got some knickknacks here. Okay, toilet paper and the medical kit in there. I'm gonna put all that stuff in a drawer. Okay, this is empty. The bladder still has juice. This combo, Gatorade combo. Gives some electrolytes. I took out the Nalgene. The Nalgene has some water still. I gotta dump it. It was empty when I finally came back, but I replenished it in the truck just in case I will go out again. And it's got some stuff in here. Clean it up a little bit. So then, let me talk about the bag. It did the job pretty good. It's very comfortable. I loaded up everything, and I had also the food in here. And I had some more knickknacks. I just put some things away. I had like the little radio and stuff, but I have more stuff than that in here. And the pack is very comfortable to load. I had it loaded max to 34 pounds with the water. So that's the lowest weight I've ever carried on a pack. this up here. That's the highest weight the lowest weight I ever carried in a pack, because I've done packs with 40, 45, 50, 70 pounds. And uh, I, as you when you started this, you overdo it with stuff, and you take redundancy. Like sometimes people tell me, "Oh, why are you taking too nice?" Well, because I already used the orange. I wanted to use the white one with the handle. The I wanted to use it. I said, well, in case if I do get a deal, I want to use it. So that's why I took it. It's 11 ounces on this one, which is not that bad for a big knife like this. But some people take, I've seen people take a lot of stuff that they don't really need. So I started learning with that. You get rid of this, you get rid of that, you don't need this and that. So you start bringing down the weight. And that's what I've been doing all these years. Every time I get a pack, I start reducing and reducing. The uh, the side pockets is where I had the pulleys and some other stuff, and I think I still got some knickknacks in, but no, I already got them out. The pockets had the peanuts and stuff. Um, but the pack itself, it worked well. It wasn't noisy. It was very comfortable. I'm glad I got it. I just think I got it at the end of my adventure, because I think I made the decision that I'm not going to be doing any more backpacking hunting. What's this? Beef jerky. I took got some. Oh, and the license and the ammo. Wow, I didn't know I took so much ammo. I found some spare ammo that I had, so I took them. It's better to have extra than not enough. So, okay, that's empty. And always, when you unpack your pack, don't leave the pockets open or anything open, because you might have a rat go in there. Especially if you have food. Never do that, because I had an experience with a rat one time that it went into my big pack, and it just cut it full of holes. So you don't want to do that. You want that to happen. Report that I didn't get anything, so I don't get a fine. Eh, everything is a punishment in this state. You don't report that you hunted anything, and you have to pay $40 or $50, something like that. Just anything to get your money. Bunch of weasels. So I recommend the pack, 3,700 square inches, or 3,780, I believe. I remember now. This is the Mystery Ranch Selway 60. So it has a pocket just about everything. The side pockets I bought extra, $5 a piece, I think it was. And this I bought extra $20, and it worked well because that's the perfect spot for the Nalgene bottle. It loaded everything well, and then the only issue I was having is the water. I didn't take enough, even though I took the Nalgene full, the bladder, plus a little plastic bottle. But you do need to drink plenty of water when you're doing a lot of hiking. And I lost 6 pounds. I'm 194 now. When I left, I was 200, because I did a lot of walking. I said, I'm gonna be doing this probably for the last time. I'm gonna give it my all, and I did. I went as far as I wanted to go, because I know the area, and the next finger, it was going to be bigger and higher and more difficult to climb. So I said, no, I'm going to stick to the first three. So uh, everything worked out. The tent, the one-man tent, I recommend it. It's an Ozark. Funky looking, because it only has one rod going over, one fiberglass rod. but it worked out well. It everything fitted. It's 3.4 pounds, which for me was a plus. 40 inches high, 7 feet 6 inches long. So even if you're a 7 foot guy, you're still gonna fit here. And I was very glad that I took it. I didn't want the extra weight of the Morrison. Sorry to say that, but the Morrison is good for two persons. So in the summertime, I'm planning on going back there uh, to an actual camp area, because where I go is not a camp area, it's just an area that I decide to camp in. There's no water or anything, but this camp area does have room for, say, 4 or 5 little tents. You can't go with a big people tent, with 4 people tent or six. It won't fit, and it's a little bit on the slope. So you have to take something small, like the one man or even a two man. But I think the one man would be better. And it does have the river pass by. You can just walk down 80 feet and you got water. I had to walk 3 miles to get water one time from that river. I said, no, no. So I started taking water, and that's the difficult part. Water is heavy. It's heavy. So I want to go and camp. Maybe friends of ours that have a 4 wheel drive, they want to go down there and see if my wife wants to go, and we can camp, two couples. And I'll take the Morrison, which is for 2 people, and that'll be perfect. I'm gonna even take the dogs. It's a nice area. So I'm gonna start packing all this stuff away. So to conclude, Ranch, Cellway 60, it did the job. When I found this tent, I was saying, oh, I'm gonna load it up on the side, or maybe in the back, or maybe up here. And when it came down to actually packing it, I said, you know what? Why am I taking this? Let's just shove it in there. I got the room. Once this is all loose, I shoved the tent. No, I shoved the sleeping bag first, and then I shoved the tent on top of that, and then all the knickknacks and everything. Psh, it worked out pretty well. And when you put it on, it wasn't heavy. It's just that the other factor is the clothing. Clothing is heavy, and a I took the jacket. Okay, the jacket was on top, all bundled up. That was a good jacket, by the way. I like it. I took a long sleeve shirt, a short sleeve shirt, and I believe a water. I believe it was a rain jacket with a beanie, and that's also something else that. Uh, no, no, I didn't take the rain jacket because it didn't look like it was gonna rain. So I had short sleeve shirt, long sleeve, and the jacket. Yeah, and that's long sleeve shirt. It's woolly. It's heavy, and the jacket was also heavy. So in clothing, I took an additional probably 8 pounds. Uh, so that's something to look for. But if you're going to be in cold weather, you got to take your stuff. You can leave it behind to save weight, because you're going to freeze. So everything went well, with the exception of the smoke that started rolling in from the fires on the other side of the Sierra, and then the people that walked up behind me and spooked these buck that I had within 50 yards of me, and I never knew it was there. It was behind some of the bushes. So the way I hunt, I go very stealthy, and I stop a lot. I walk and stop, and I'm very frequent, and I'm looking. So I did that on the way up, and I got close enough to a buck within 40 to 50 yards. He said it was just on top of me. I'm here, the buck was here, and it's about 45 yards. That's how close I came, and the deer never knew I was there because the way I went in. And the guy told me, because he was seeing from down the hill, he goes, he was grazing, really peaceful, and there were two does with him. He was just grazing. When a deer is grazing, it's not hiding, it's not running, jumping, hunkering down. He's relaxed. that means that he thinks he's alone. So I got that close, but what happened was I took a break. I sat down. I was drinking some of the juice, some water, and I was having some jerky, just kicking back and just checking out the area. But I had some trees around me that I couldn't see beyond. Then I heard this little noise, and I looked and I saw some movement, and two does were just kind of moving. I don't know if the buck was behind them or in front of them, but when I looked, I only saw the two does. Well, the guy was coming up the. I see this head on the edge there, coming up this way, and he saw me. I waved, and he waved back, and he went like this, like there was a buck right there in front of me. So when he came up to talk to me, he said, "Did you see him?" And I said, "See what?" He goes, "There was a deer right there." I said, "No, I didn't see nothing." So if they weren't around, I mean, I know they're hunting, they got a right to, but I did all this work of slow hunting, approaching the area, quiet, taking my time. Also, I'm never in the sun. I'm in the shadows. I'm always in the shadows. Uh, I'm never in the open like that. So I did all my tricks to get close to the area where I knew there might have been some bucks, because I've been there before and I've seen bucks before in the same area. So I did all that work, and then this guy is plowing up the ridge in the middle of the sun through the sage, making a crack noise and stepping on things. And he kind of spoiled it for me. That's why I got kind of disgusted, and I said, this is going to be my last backpack hunting, because um, I can't compete with young guys that they don't. These guys weren't hunting. These guys were marching. Because later on, I saw four more. I think I videoed them. Yeah, four more, and they were just huffing it, man. They were just huffing it. Then those guys are not really hunting the way I do. They were walking in the middle of the sun, a lot of movement. I was looking at them with the binoculars. So I say, well, this is the way it is, that all these people are invading one hill when there's a whole bunch of them. Then I'm out. I can't compete with the groups like that. They were just going through my camp, going up to pick up deer with backpacks and stuff, with external frame packs, which those are even better than these, because you can get bigger deer. This one has a certain capacity, but you also got a hidden pocket here that I've never showed it, but you've seen the videos that you can stretch it out, and yeah, you can carry more. But like I said before in my video, it's not what the pack can carry, it's what you can carry. So if the pack carries 100-pound deer, can you carry 100 pounds on a mountain with thin air, low oxygen, huffing and puffing? No, not at my age. I know what 100 pounds. I used to lift 200 pounds. I used to pick up a sack of cement on each side and take it from the truck to the concrete mixer. I'm not going up a mountain with it, but I know what 200 pounds weighs, and what 100-pound weighs. It's heavy, especially when it's dead weight. It's heavy. So these guys were hauling, and they did it the right way. These guys that were looking to pack it out, they were four guys, and they all had packs. So let's say that one guy with the external frame, he can pack out 2 quarters, right? The third guy, the second guy will come up and pick up the two front quarters and say the head, okay, with the antlers and everything. You want that, and then the third guy can take all the the loins, the back straps, any meat around the neck area, which is very good meat. Put it in a bag, load it up in your backpack, and go. And then the fourth guy would just carry everybody's coat or whatever. Here's some water. That's the way you do it. You gotta do it that way, and that way you can hunt anywhere you want. That's the way to do it. But me by myself, I said no, I can't compete with this. I need either another person or I'm out. I'm gonna start hunting from the truck, and that's what I did on my second trip. that I'm gonna post the videos when I'm done editing. Uh, I'm gonna go with the truck and hunt from the truck, and I'm taking the quad too and hunt from the quad. You know, so that's why I said I wasn't doing it. That's why I said I wasn't doing it anymore. It's I love it. It's a nice area. I know the area well. Um, in fact, I was looking at Google Earth to for another spot that I can camp, a spot that's a little higher and away from anybody passing through. And I found one, but it's not gonna be easy getting there because it's higher, and you still gotta take water. There's no other way around it. You still gotta take water. There's no stream up there or nothing. So that's gonna be a decision for next year. But I think I'm sticking to the truck. Um, that place got completely invaded. Completely invaded. So that's it. The pack is good. The pack is good. It's very comfortable, and it's got things that I haven't even used. I haven't removed it from the frame and do that pocket. You know, separate the pocket here to put quarters in. I haven't done that because I haven't gotten the deer. So, but I want to keep it, and this is gonna be, I'm gonna have it on me when I'm hunting, because if you do get a deer, at least you can take out the quarters, and then go back for the rest. If it's a small deer that you can drag, and once it's got it, then drag it. I am gonna get a plastics material. It's orange, and it's good for maybe 1 or 2 use. Then it makes the deer slide real easy over everything, logs and brush. I'm gonna buy that, and you can keep it in your pocket. It's a little bag like this. When you open it up, it's made out of this tough plastic, like a tarp, but the tarp rips pretty easy. So this is a little bit better, and that makes it easier. So in case I shoot a deer, and I can drag it to the road, and then I can go get the vehicle, or drag it to the vehicle if it's close by. That's another way of doing it. I'll take it drag it to the quad. Um, so yeah, there's different ways of doing it. All right, guys, I'm gonna start putting things away, and thanks for watching. And let's see what happens next year. The hunting is over. Now is fishing time. I'm getting ready. It's gonna be 90 degrees in a couple of days after this heavy rain we had. I'm gonna go to the boat and keep working on it, and maybe go fishing before it starts getting really cold and windy and stuff. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.